This question is asking us to find all the irrational numbers. An irrational number is a number that cannot be written as a fraction. Its opposite is a rational number, and a rational number can be written as a fraction. Well, if a rational number can be written as a fraction, that instantly leaves out this one. Because it is a fraction, therefore that would be a rational number. There are some definitions of irrational numbers. Pi is one of them. We know that pi is an irrational number because its decimal places never repeat and they never end. So pi ends up giving you a number of 3.14, which we know about, but if that were all, that would be a rational number. In fact, pi continues on forever. We can keep writing decimal places going on and on and on. And because this number definitely can't be written as a fraction and it continues on forever, pi is an irrational number. The same thing applies for the square root of 2. The square root of 2 is not a perfect square, so it's irrational. 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So we can't actually write the value as a fraction. If you put it in your calculator, it becomes obvious. 1.4142 ... it just goes on forever. So the square root of 2 can't be written as a fraction, so it's irrational. What about the square root of 81? Well, the square root of 81 can actually be simplified to say 9, because 9 times 9 is 81. Even though 9 isn't a fraction, any whole number you can just take and put over 1, and it's still equivalent. So we know that then the square root of 81 is a rational number because it comes out to be 9. What about 0.52 repeater? This bar over the top means it repeats forever. So it'd be 0.52, 52, 52, 52, 52 forever. Well, any decimal that repeats is a rational number because it can be written as a fraction. 0.52 repeater can be written as 52/99. Because of that, we know that it's a rational number and we don't need it. The same thing is similar with this one right here. Even though there's a lot of decimals here, that 0.612, the decimals end. And because the decimals end, that would be a rational number. Let's look at it this way. We could write this as a mixed fraction as 3 and 612 1,000ths. Now, we don't normally write mixed fractions like that, but it does show us that this number right here can be written as a fraction, and a mixed fraction is still a fraction. So, our only answers here for irrational numbers would be pi and the square root of 2.